When I step on the scene, y'all know me. Cause I walk with a limp like a old school pimp or a real OG. I'm rocking Vans, I'm in the sand. I got a Red Bull and vodka up in my hand.
Hey everyone, so today I have a Jersey Shore makeup tutorial for you. I've already got my hair like pulled back and everything, so my face is completely clean. It's kind of more like a Jersey Shore inspired makeup tutorial. I'm not sure if every girl does her makeup like this, but for the most part they do. So let's get started. Well, I shouldn't have really said this doesn't make any sense. Let's get started. So I'm gonna prime my face first, and I'm using L'Oreal Paris Studio Secrets Professional primer. It looks like this. I know it looks pink, but it kind of does give your face a little like pinky color, but it's like really not that pink. So when you put it on your skin, like not as pink as it is in the bottle. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not anything too crazy. Okay. Okay, so next I'm going to use icing bronzer brush like this. I keep the seal things on here. So see with this brush right here I'll use soon. I have the seal on, and I keep them on there because I think it like prevents dust or something. That's just like what I would think. But anyways, I'm using CoverGirl True Blend bronzer. Looks like that. Okay. I have to like put it, I'm not going to cake it on like this. I'm going to use the actual brush, so I have to kind of like tip the little thing upside down to get some bronzer out. Here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. See, it looks like this. So, I have an idea. Here. I put some in the tin, or that's not tin, it's a lid. Mine is just not operating today. And then by shaking that, got bronzer all over my little BH Cosmetics palette. Good job, Lucy. Okay, anyways, so I got some on my brush. I'm just gonna put that all over my face. Normally I'd put some foundation on, but my foundation is like my skin tone. It's not a bronze color at all, so that wouldn't quite work. So my face is covered, but still using that same bronzer. Use a different brush. It looks like this. It's big and fluffy. It just says powder. Does not come with a brand name. And I'm using this to cover my neck, because it would be really hard to take that little tiny brush. Well, it's actually really not that tiny, but it's smaller. I guess it's small enough that it just wouldn't work so well. So I'm going to use a bigger one and blend that all into my neck. And make sure you always do this, because if you don't, then your face will be like really, really tan, and then your neck will just be like not, or I don't know, and it would just look really weird. So always make sure that you blend it into your neck. Okay. Okay, so I've got that blended in, and I need to be more chipper with you guys. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Jeez, I can like not talk. But anyways, so for me 10:30 is kind of early, but I really wanted to make this video like now. So I'm sorry that I was just like in the past couple sections of taping, I just did not sound very happy. I need to just wake up, because I don't know, I need to just be happy and be chipper. Okay, so now we're going to use this Eyes, Lips, and Face Professional Total Face Brush. Take the cover off. It looks like this. And I'm going to use Eyes, Lips, and Face Healthy Glow Bronzing Power in Sunkissed. Take that. Oh yeah, here's what it looks like if you Okay. And cover my entire face. Be aware that the e.l.f. bronzers, are pretty intense bronzers. And like what I mean by that is like they will literally get you fully tan without a doubt. You will look like you just came back from like Miami or Disneyland or some really warm place as opposed to where I live. If I wore just this bronzer out in public, people would be like, "Where'd you go on vacation?" And I'd be like, it's fake tan. So I'd probably get very sad after that. Okay. Once your whole face is covered, we're going to do the same thing and take it down into the neck. I actually wore this in January one time, and it looked very out of season because it's really cold here. I mean, I guess in most places it's cold in January, but some places where it's warm all year round, like, I guess not so much. But anyways, where I live at least, it's really cold in January, and we hardly ever see the sun. So Washington people, like my friends, were just kind of like, that's a fake tan. And I was just like, I know. Okay. So, can you see a difference of like between my skin tone and my chest? Because I totally can. My neck and my chest, I can totally see a difference. Okay, so I'm gonna go to blush. I'm using Maybelline New York Dusty Rose Blush. Looks like that. And I'm gonna go to my Sonia Kashuk brush kit. I got this for Easter, and I absolutely love it. It works so well. And they use the blush brush in it. Then put that just like on the apples of my cheeks, and then very lightly on my cheekbones. You need to smile to find the apples of your cheeks if you didn't already know that. Jersey Shore girls don't really have harsh cheekbones, so that's why I'm just using a very dusty color that will kind of blend in with the bronzer. Sorry, don't mind me, I'm just putting my little stuff back into the drawers. I hope that doesn't come up too loud on the camera because then you guys probably get irritated. But before I move on to eyes, I wanted to just like show you guys the interior of my kit. So because it comes in this little white box and then it like opens up. And I have a blush brush, a foundation brush, a mascara slash comb and brush here. Yeah, am I pointing correctly? Yeah, the brush and then the comb. This is actually a lip brush. It looks like that, and then you can take this and cap it on there. And then you can just take it off and put it back so it's like you can travel with it. This one is a crease brush. This is a smudge brush, eyeshadow brush, and a liner brush. So they all work really well, and I really do like them. The foundation brush especially helps like sculpt your face when you're putting it on. So it was only $14 at Target. It might have been on sale, but I don't think it was. But yeah, $14 for all these brushes. That's a really good price. So yeah, and you can, obviously it's really easy to travel with because you just close it up and put it in your little suitcase or duffel or whatever you use. I use a duffel most of the time. So yeah, but anyways, let's move on. So as usual, I'm using my BH Cosmetics 120 color palette, 120 color eyeshadow palette, and it's the second edition. So let me open it up. Normally I know that the darker color goes to your crease, but I'm actually going to put the lighter color in my crease today. That's just what it kind of looks like they do on Jersey Shore. I'm going to use this, gonna go down, this black all over my lid. And then I'm going to use this gray in my crease. So it'll kind of like be black, and then it just kind of lightly like rims the gray, just kind of rims the eye. I shouldn't say lightly because it's a pretty dark gray. So it's a pretty harsh gray, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Sonia Kashuk kit. And it doesn't really say, it just said like traveling brush kit set. It didn't really say anything like if it was a specific type. But I'm going to take the eyeshadow brush. Okay, let me get that out. So this one. And I'm going to take the black. Oh wait, I didn't prime my eye. I'm sorry, like I said, it's 10:30, my brain isn't operating. So yeah, prime your eye before you do this. I'm using I don't need to say this because I've seen it before a million times. Clinique All About Eyes eye primer. Okay, and once your eye is primed, you can use whatever primer you like or want to use or whatever. This is just the one that I like specifically. Okay, now I can take the black and place that all over my lid. I was just about to start to, and then I realized, like, what am I doing? Okay. So it's really just gonna smoke out those eyes like crazy. So I really like this brush kit. The only thing is it kind of hurts when you put the eyeshadow on because the bristles aren't very soft. Well, they like on first like touch, like when you feel it, it's soft, but it kind of hurts like when you put it on. And I'm not like jabbing my eye with it like you were watching me going like this, but I don't know. Okay, so my eyes are fully like blacked out and just smoky. So that's how they look. I'm going to take that gray that I showed you guys now. I'm using a crease brush from that same kit. Looks like this. Just apply that all in my crease. Okay, so the last brush I'm using for my eyes is the smudge brush. And I'm just going to like literally smudge the gray kind of up and out of the crease and into the upper portion of the eye. I'm not putting any shadow on the brush. I'm just, like I said, smudging it out. So this look would obviously not be complete without eyeliner. I'm using Clinique Really Black Quick Liner for Eyes. It's in Really Black, that's what it says. I'm going to take this and put it on my upper lash line and take it down to my lower lash line. So yeah, my eyes are pretty dark now. The eyeliner really does help enhance how the black and gray look and everything. I'm going to use, for mascara, L'Oreal Paris Bare Natural Mascara. Looks like this. So what the little brush looks like. I'm going to take this all on my lashes.